Dude, I wish I could have fought this fucking airline worker. Like, I told...
Did you say airline worker?
Airline attendant.
Oh, no.
Flight
I just stopped hearing you airline.
Airline. What would you consider the
Flight
person?
attendant?
Yeah, but it's the person that you check in with.
Desk fucking
loser.
Yeah.
I told this a couple months ago on Foreplay, but I still think about it to this day.
Every day, I bet you do.
It was, we live in a pandemic world right now, so you don't know what rules have changed and what rules haven't, and the airport's a fucking nightmare right now. So usually, when you buy a fucking plane ticket, if you're row 7, you're gonna board before row 35, right? In a normal world. Right. So I'm walking through this airport. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning in San Francisco. We just got done with a fucking shoot for golf for Foreplay, and I'm by myself. I'm going to another state. Everyone else is going to another state. Anyway. I have AirPods in my fucking head, so I'm not paying attention. I'm like tired. I don't want to be there. No one wants to be at the airport ever. I walk up to the gate. I hear them say, so I'm row. So I could be, if you went back and listened to the other me tell it before, I could have the numbers wrong. But let's say I was row 14, right? Mm-hmm. I heard over the last week, rows 15 through 20 can now sit, right, and come board. So I'm like, oh, like I just missed your 10 through 14. I'm gonna go up there. So I'm waiting online. I'm standing there, and I go to scan it, and the guy puts his fucking hand on my chest and goes, "Excuse me, does 14 come between 15 and 20?" And I took my AirPods out. I said, "What? What?" And he goes, "Does 14 come between 15 and 20?" He's doing this with his hands. I'm like, "What the fuck's happening?"
It comes before 15.
I was like, "No." Like, I almost didn't know the answer. I was like, no. And he goes, well, then step aside and wait for your group. I said, there's no fucking way this is happening right now. So I stepped over and I'm like looking at everyone being like, can you fucking believe this guy? Like, I'm like, I have to fight this guy.
They weren't doing it backwards, were they?
They were going back to front. Right? So I was like, what the fuck's happening right now? So I'm looking at people. I'm nervously laughing. I'm like, I'm going to fucking kill this guy. Right? So I'm standing there and he goes, rows 10 through 14 can now board. So I go up there and and I scan it, look at him, and he goes, oh, look who learned how to count. Oh! And I said, all right, now we have to fight. I have to punch you in the face, or else I can't get on the plane.
Oh, everyone's laughing. Look who learned how to count.
And I got on the plane like a fucking cuck I am.
Well, what are you going to do?
I should have punched him in the throat. I've been thinking about it. I would have rather gone to jail than do what I did. That's a movie scene. Like, that's literally like that.
Yeah, that's like a scene in Old School when Mitch is going through the fucking airport and everyone's like disrespecting him.
It was fucking
the cab
crazy,
driver and everything.
Man.
Yeah, I mean, but like, unless in that moment you have to be like a real baller. Like if in that moment if you could be like, you know what, man. Like, you may win today, but your job is to take tickets to this airport.
Right.
And that, like, you know what, man? Everyone in the world fucking hates going to the airport, and that's every day of your life. So you win this round, but you lose the war. But I'd rather just be able to fucking uppercut somebody.
Oh, dude.
See, I actually wouldn't. I would, like, yes, in that moment, I'd be furious, obviously.
I was furious.
I'd rather do the throat thing. I'd be and then it's like,
or I wish I would have just been like, fuck you, dude.
Yeah.
You know?
You should be able to say that.
I was one row off. Yeah. Fuck you, and man. Also, and we never board back to front.
Also, it's like, oh, I'm sorry. I thought I missed my one earlier, dick.
But I would, the second I got, like one breath of, like, all right, I'd be like, oh, I can't wait to tell this story. I would be so excited.
I immediately texted the whole group. You wouldn't believe this asshole.
I get my anger, like, right now, like, telling that story is so much more fun than fighting someone.
Well,
this is a great story.
I don't want to fight people, but I want to, like, just like, if I wanted to, I want to be able to fucking kill people.
You gotta be, almost like in your situation, we gotta just be so much more confident to be the asshole also. And I'm never the asshole.
Never.
It's happened again on a fucking plane. When I upgraded. We were coming from California to New York. I splurged. I spent my own money to upgrade to like Comfort Plus, right? It was like $180 or something like that to get a fucking reclining seat and the whole thing. And I'm sitting there, and this fucking dog is next to me with this woman in the middle seat, right? And the dog's underneath my feet. I tweeted out pictures. I sent it. So this is all on the public record. Actually, maybe not. Maybe I sent it to. I could get you pictures, whatever. I'm the worst at telling stories. Fucking dog is under me. Golden retriever is like laying underneath me. Huge fucking dog. To the point where I have my feet on my seat like this because I don't want to step on the dog, right? And the lady goes to me next to me.
You were on a plane like this?
We haven't taken off yet, right? And the lady, I'm trying to make noises like, like, this is insane, right? Like, this is insane, right? And it turns out, she goes to me and she goes, you know, she goes, I'm so sorry about my dog. You wouldn't mind switching with my husband, right? He's just a couple rows back.
Out of comfort.
So I don't know, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
immediately I'm like, well, I have no other choice.
Yeah.
So it's either I sit with like Indian style, like with my legs crossed or something like that, or I fucking move. So I get up, I'm like, sure, right? Like, fine. Turns out the guy who I switched with had this. He was sitting next to my original seat that I upgraded from. So I paid $180 to move up, then to be fucking told to go switch with the husband, and he's like bumping into me as he comes to my seat, and I'm sitting there in a middle seat, all the way back to New York, and I'm like, why the fuck don't I have the balls to tell that fucking bitch to go sit next to her husband with the dog?
You switch with the guy next to you.
Yeah, go give someone back there the nice upgrade.
Yeah.
Why am I going back?
Right.
And I
That's a
fucking did
scam
it.
that couple runs. That's like Mom and Pop from Seinfeld. They've been running that scam for 40 years.
Yeah. We'll only buy one.
We'll bring the dog with us.
Yep.
She'll shit on the chair.
God.
That kid'll get the fuck out of here.
I was repeating it in my head. I'm like, she actually said you wouldn't mind, right?
Right.
So like,
there's no way to.
imagine saying no, being
you
like,
wouldn't
no,
be
I actually mind.
You wouldn't be so ridiculous to decline this offer.
Yeah.
So then you have to be like, no, I'm gonna be an asshole.
Would anyone sitting here do that? Would you just be like, I kind of like the seat? I would say, I am so sorry. Please.
Sorry for me being in the way.
I am embarrassed for you that it took you this long to
Right.
kick me out of my seat.
I would like
see you
to
later.
tell you. I would like to tell you that I would have the balls to say something like, you
might. I
miss-
could see because you still got that New York in you. You're like, fuck off.
I have a little bit of that. I also would be like, I need this seat just as much as your you know what I mean? Like you and your fucking dog. Like, I don't know. I could see myself maybe saying it, but more often than not. Also, what the fuck are you? It probably is a scam because why the fuck aren't you buying seats together with your
insane.
fucking husband?
Dude.
If it was a kid, if a parent said to me, like, I don't know why you'd be split up with your kids, but if it was like a 12-year-old or something, and they're like, I would probably do that. But like two other grown adults, it's like, I don't think so.
I think if you have the confidence to ask anyone for anything in those situations, you're gonna get what you want.
Yeah,
I think
definitely.
99%
that's
of the
life.
time.
That's life.
Right.
But like the people who walk in and ask for a raise, you're gonna get it usually.
It's
The
crazy.
people who say I'm taking a vacation, they don't ask for it, they're just doing it. The people who do things get things.
Dude, there's a scene in The Office when Stanford comes back to Scranton, right? Jim comes back to Scranton, and Ryan, the temp, has been sitting in his seat right in front of Pam.
Yes.
And he goes, "Yeah, Jim is a nice guy.
Yeah.
That's why I got the seat."
Right.
From the first time I saw that scene until every time I see that scene now, I still go, "I'd rather be Jim."
Well,
I would rather be Jim. I'd be like, all right, fine. Like, you're a fucking asshole, man.
Right,
fine.
right,
I don't
right.
like.
Being an
congratulations.
asshole
there's
works
certain-
sometimes.
there's-
though.
yeah.
It's even perfect because like they stand there awkward and it's like,
Yeah.
I'd be like, all right, I'm fucking out.
But that's an instance where Ryan is an asshole. But if you are an asshole to a bigger asshole, like your company or your boss or the man or whatever, and it's like there's no love lost
No.
here, so I don't, I don't give a shit. But otherwise, you're right. I would rather be known as like the nice,
I
normal
nice guys
person.
finish last. No, they fucking
Yeah,
don't, man.
Right.
Like,
Well, they
I-
do, but I also
I
just
don't
don't
think
think
they
we
do.
care.
I don't think nice guys finish last.
I absolutely think they do.
I'm a pretty nice guy. I'm all right.
You're finishing like middle
Not
of the
better
pack.
than last. Better than last. It's not last. No, I'm not in
Yeah.
first place. I'll give you that. But I'm not.
I'm not in last
And, like,
place either.
I'm fine where I am.
Yeah.
I'm out $13, and a couple people on Twitter think I'm a liar. But I fucking hate you guys, and I am triggered about it. I want to be clear about that. I fully admit, very triggered. But I'm like, I'd rather be like, here, enjoy your fucking beer, man. I'm not gonna have these two women who English isn't their first language trying to figure out how to take
Yeah.
their seat back and fucking cancel that order and blah blah blah. It's a pain in my ass. Just fucking here, have your beer.
All right, the holiday season is approaching. All I want for Christmas this year is YouTube subscribers.
Please.
We got to get to 100,000. I want that 100,000 plaque. We've got a goal for all you out there, for everybody. At 100,000 subscribers, Polly Feidelberg will join us on the show. Maybe. Well, if not, we'll probably have to trick her into it. But at 100K, you will get Polly content. So subscribe, click the bell icon so you get notifications so that you're always watching. Leave a comment below. Talk about it. Post about it. Spread word. Tell your friends. 100,000 subscribers on KFC Radio for Polly Feidelberg. Let's make it happen.